and welcome to another edition of Sector 5. I am your host, as always, Cody the Hangman Heinzman. SmackDown has just ended, and I am here to give my Summerslam predictions. It's gonna be a long one, folks. Instead of 7 matches predictions, we have 10 matches to predict. So, let's get started. Usually we would start with a pre-show. It doesn't look like there's gonna be a pre-show, so in typical fashion, I will do the non-title matches first, going into title matches. So, let's start off with the first match I have wrote down here. Also, apologize for the stream in the background that I'm currently watching. Watch Tom Fox as well while doing these predictions. Anyways, let's go ahead and get these predictions started. So, we have Cesaro versus Kevin Owens. I see Cesaro actually taking this win. Kevin Owens, after, his run with John Cena, doesn't seem to be getting the push that it looked like he was trying to get. So I see Cesaro taking Kevin Owens out. Next up, we have Randy Orton versus Sheamus. I honestly see Sheamus winning this one because Randy Orton won the last one. So I see Randy Orton losing to Sheamus here at SummerSlam. Next up, we have the returning Dolph Ziggler taking on Rusev. With this one, since Dolph Ziggler just returned, it's going to be his first match returning. I think Dolph Ziggler is going to take the win on this one. Next up, the easy one to predict. We have Adrian Neville and Stephen Amell versus King Barrett and Stardust. Honestly, if you can't see this, then you must not have seen other celebrity matches. Neville and Stephen Amell are, of course, going to win this one. This is basically kind of sort of just WWE trying to say, hi, watch Green Arrow, whenever you can. This is just sort of a promotion thing. Next up, we have Team Bella versus Team B.A.D versus P.C.B. in an elimination triple threat match. I honestly believe that the Bellas are going to be the first team out. And it's going to end out one person from P.C.B., probably Charlotte, and someone from Team B.A.D. Somewhere between maybe Sasha Banks and Naomi. One of those two will be the last remaining people for Team B.A.D. So I see Team B.A.D. coming out with the win. Next up, we have, as I'm going to peg it, Shield versus the Wyatt family. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns facing off against Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. As everyone seems to, I think, know, or maybe not know, Eric Rowan is currently out with injury. So, there's a good chance that maybe he could be coming back and will influence this match, potentially. So that's one prediction I can throw towards this. And I honestly think the Wyatt family will probably take the win on this one. Nothing against Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I mean, they're a good tag team. I mean, just look at what they did when they were actually Shield. But I honestly think the Wyatt family will win, either by help by Eric Rowan if he comes back, or just by, underhanded tactics. Last match that is not a title match. Oh boy, it's a big one. Brock Lesnar versus The Undertaker. Rematch from WrestleMania. Oh boy. Oh. So many people are speculating that this Undertaker that we're seeing is not the Undertaker that we've known for years. I honestly don't really see too much of a difference of The Undertaker. Yes, he has maybe pulled a few underhanded tactics to get up against Brock Lesnar, but it's The Undertaker. I mean, do whatever you can to win. And I kind of hope he gets the win at SummerSlam. Honestly, I don't know where to put my predictions with this one. I want to say for certain Undertaker's going to win. As everyone knows, I honestly, and a lot of people, don't believe that Brock Lesnar was the one that deserved to end the streak. So, I really hope the Undertaker takes the win. Am I saying he is going to win? Not really. I don't know where to go on this one. So, I'm going to say the Undertaker is going to win it because that's who I want to win it. This is going to be the one biased thing I do. Undertaker needs to take this win. So, on to now the title matches. We have Ryback defending his Intercontinental Championship against The Big Show and The Miz in a triple threat match. Honestly, since Ryback just made his return, I honestly think he's going to retain his Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. Basically because he's just been out with injury. And the match that was scheduled was supposed to happen at the last pay-per-view, which was Battleground, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Yes, this match was supposed to happen at Battleground. Of course, as most people are aware, Ryback had to be taken out because of staph infection in the right knee. So, yeah, I honestly think Ryback's going to retain. They're just going to play it out the way it was supposed to at Battleground. Next up, we have a Fatal 4-Way match for the Unified Tag Team Championship. Primetime players have to defend against The New Day, Los Matadores, and Lucha Dragons. I honestly think that Primetime players will retain their title in this Fatal 4-Way match. I couldn't tell you if it's changed every time that there was a Fatal 4-Way match, but I think it might be possible that the title has changed every time there's a Fatal 4-Way match. Which, I could see that, because I honestly feel that they should do the Fatal 4-Way tag team matches the way it used to. I remember seeing Fatal 4-Way tag team matches where one member of each tag team was all four in the ring. And that made it much better of a match, instead of two people from any tag team, where, you know, primetime players could be both up on the apron whenever the pin happens. Someone from Lucha Dragons could pin someone from New Day. And once again, I will say, yes, Kofi Kingston fan right here does not like New Day, wants to see the end of New Day still. I want to support Kofi Kingston so much, but right now with New Day, I can't. It's impossible right now to just put my support towards Kofi Kingston. So I hope New Day doesn't win. Primetime's player retains the title. Finally, we got the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and the United States Championship, both up for grabs. Seth Rollins versus John Cena, title for title, winner take all. There's two things I'm seeing will happen at the end of this. Either John Cena wins and wins both titles, or Seth Rollins wins and Sheamus cashes in. The reason I don't think that Seth Rollins would leave with both titles is because what they said on Monday Night Raw, where he said if they come back with both titles, he gets his statue. Basically what I'm sitting and thinking there is the fact that they put so much emphasis on both titles. This is where I'm thinking that Seth Rollins could win the match, but Sheamus come out and cash in. And he would leave with at least the United States Championship, but he wouldn't have WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which works more towards the ideal, because eventually, we all can see it, the Shield is coming back. Eventually, some way, somehow, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Dean Ambrose are all going to be back as the Shield. And, you know, Dean Ambrose held the United States Championship before in the Shield, so Seth Rollins, if, you know, he won the match, won the United States Championship, but lost the WWE World Heavyweight Championship to Sheamus cashing in, that would be one of the interesting ways to get Shield back. Looking at it in the John Cena, this is going to be his chance. 16-time WWE World Heavyweight Champion, mainly 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, beating out Ric Flair's record. That's another thing to look at. I mean, Allegedly, John Cena had his new attire made like months before. But it's a very big hint that there's a good chance that John Cena's going to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and beat Ric Flair's record. So anyways, this has been my pay-per-view predictions. I'm going to put it towards John Cena winning. So, once again, this has been my pay-per-view predictions for SummerSlam. And as always, I will do the review. Sadly, it's not looking like I'm going to get to see SummerSlam, which is really, really saddening, because this would be a good pay-per-view to see. But, anyways, I will, as always, do the review the night of, once the matches are all up. And as always, anyone who has joined and watched, I thank you for joining and watching, as all these pay-per-view predictions will continue to be live on Periscope. Looking to see more people come in and put their thoughts in the comments below of Periscope, so I can agree, disagree, have a sort of a small back and forth with people on here. So anyways, that's it. As always, I'm Cody the Hangman Heinzman, and that's just how it is.